A man has been arrested and charged for allegedly threatening some of those involved in hurricane recovery efforts in North Carolina. Officials say the threats forced FEMA responders who have been on the ground since Helene hit to temporarily stop their work and relocate out of an abundance of caution. FEMA has been the target of attacks and false rumors about the agency's response to recent natural disasters. CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga has been following the latest from the D.C. Bureau. Nicole, what can you tell us about the man who was arrested over the weekend for allegedly threatening FEMA responders?
Yeah, Lindsay, good to be with you. 44-year-old William Jacob Parsons was from Bostic, North Carolina, is from Bostic, North Carolina. He was arrested late Saturday afternoon after allegedly making threats to FEMA employees, other government personnel involved in Hurricane Helene recovery efforts in Rutherford County, North Carolina, one of the hardest hit areas following that devastating natural disaster. He was charged with a misdemeanor, specifically going armed to the terror of the public. And he was armed. He had a handgun and a rifle on him at the time of his arrest. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office says that the arrest was made after deputies were first alerted about the threat at around 1 p.m. on Saturday that a white male had an assault rifle and had been making these threats. He was released on bail to the tune of $10,000 late Saturday evening.
How do these threats affect North Carolina residents seeking aid?
Yes. So, I mean, this is an important point because it is standard after a major natural disaster that FEMA go door to door in towns and communities, essentially doing wellness checks in communities that have been ravaged by hurricanes, by natural disasters, going in, accounting for survivors. Are there any missing persons there? Is there anyone deceased on scene? This is life-saving and sometimes life-sustaining support, and it was temporarily suspended. Now, we should say, rescue and recovery efforts continued throughout this sort of threatened period on Saturday and Sunday. But personnel in some cases retreated to fixed locations, disaster relief centers, after this first initial alert went out. And it prevented some residents suffering immense storm damage, digging out of the mud and the debris from receiving some of that hands-on support. Now, FEMA has put out a statement in the aftermath of this, and they're really emphasizing that disaster recovery centers are continuing to be opened as scheduled, that survivors continue to register for assistance, and that they're going to continue to help the people of North Carolina. I thought it was interesting, the U.S. Forest Service, who also alerted employees assisting in these recovery efforts, also put out a statement reminding the public that even as the federal government offers support, many employees, federal workers live in areas impacted by Hurricane Helene. Many are members of these same communities, and as they are offering this support, they are also picking up the pieces of their own lives in the aftermath of this devastation.
What have officials been saying about misinformation and how it has been impacting their ability to provide aid?
Yeah, well, you have heard from DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, who was on Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan just this past weekend, saying that there is a direct line between the disinformation regarding the hurricane and its aftermath and the ability of FEMA to effectively do its job. Amid all of this dis and misinformation, FEMA has stood up essentially a rumor mill website to sort of bat down some of the commonly spread conspiracy theories. But workers continue to show up every day, continue to help those disaster survivors dig out from this storm in hard-hit communities. And FEMA already has issued $850 million in relief to individuals impacted by Hurricane Helene.
Nicole Sganga, thank you.
Thank you.